When you see an autistic child, what comes to your mind? What emotion do you first feel? Do you feel fear or do you feel love? In today's episode, we are going to debunk some myths concerning autism and autistic child. My name is Dr. Uchenna Hanoto, an educational psychologist. So the first myth we are going to debunk today is that autistic children are violent. This is why we tend to fear them because of the aggressive behavior they exhibit. But let's go back a little. If we understand what autism is, we understand that it's a lack of social skills and a lack of communication skills. So when you want to play or interact with an autistic child, remember he doesn't want to be played with, or at a given moment he doesn't want to be interacted with, and he lacks the ability to tell you he doesn't want in an appropriate way. So what do you think happens? You're trying to force yourself on him and he doesn't want that, or so the primitive or primary instinct which is in every human being when you are being forced to do something is to fight back, and that's where the aggression comes because he doesn't know an appropriate way to express his emotions. So naturally they are not violent, but because they don't know how to tell you they don't want this particular thing, it resorts to aggression. The second myth is that nonverbal autistics are unintelligent. This is a myth, it's not true. Just because a child is not talking doesn't mean he lacks cognitive abilities. In fact, research has shown that autistic children are 100% highly sensitive than the neurotypicals. So it's just for us to teach them how to express themselves because they are understanding what is happening in their environment, but they don't know how to communicate. Okay, so what we have to do is to, through speech therapy, teach them speech or other alternative methods of communication like typing or by sign language. Okay, so that's the second myth busted. The third myth is that autistic children have no emotions. This is totally untrue. In my work with autistic children, I have found that they are the most loving people. They want to play with you, they want you to hug them, and they are very sensitive to your facial expression, to your voice, your tone of voice, and even to your touch. Okay, so because they are not doing it the way we want or doing it when we want, doesn't mean they don't have emotions. They can laugh, they can cry, they can jump, they can play. When you tickle them, it's all joy all over. So they have emotions. The fourth myth is that all autistic children are the same. This is not true. We have heard the saying that when you meet one autistic child, you have met one autistic child. This is because autism is a spectrum that has a lot of things attached to it. So a child could be on level 2 in speech or in socialization and could be on level 10 in speech. Okay, and then you see another child that is in level 2 in speech and is in level 5 in communication. So it varies, and plus other comorbid disorders that come with it, like ADHD, speech delay, and all that. So you can never say that this person is the same person as this. So we encourage parents not to compare. Do not compare your child with another child, even if two of them are autistic, even if two of them are of the same age. Do not compare. We draw up individual plans for them with which we work with them so that we are targeting a child in different skills at different areas. All right, so they are not the same. So the fifth myth is that autism is caused by vaccine. Of course, research has proved that it is not true. Autism is not caused by any vaccine. And along with this myth is that it is caused by the parents. A lot of parents are asking the question, is it me that caused my child's autism? Is it what I did? Is it what I ate? We have found out that none of those things cause you are not the cause of your child's autism, and it's not a lack of parenting skill. For some parents that are so judgmental, they'll when a child is jumping up and down, they'll think that it's because the mother cannot exert control on the child. We know it is not lack of parenting skills. So this is a shout out to neurotypical mothers. Please support our parents, help them to provide a conducive environment for them to raise up their autistic children. The sixth myth is that everyone with ASD is a genius or a savant. A genius is one that is highly intelligent. When you ask them something, they just answer immediately. Then a servant is a person that is highly skilled in a particular area. So we see some autistic children that cannot do any other thing, but when you ask them anything in mathematics, they can solve mathematics for you. Some are good in cramming some things. So they could be highly skilled in one area. What we are debunking today is that not every autistic child is a genius or a servant. They could have normal abilities like us, so do not expect magic from them. So what is important here is to give every child an opportunity to discover any hidden talents they might have, no matter what it is, and help them to develop it. This goes for both autistic child and the neurotypical child. So finally, the seventh myth we'll be busting today is that there are no dramatic improvements in children with autism. Although there is no magic pill that cures autism, there are documented cases of children who were diagnosed with autism that have that when you diagnose them now, they are symptom free. There are no symptoms of autism again. This is because of the therapies, the treatment, and the interventions they received. Okay, so that is why we advocate for early intervention. Assess your child today so that an individualized plan can be developed for him that will help him to overcome his challenges. Our aim is recovery. Recovery, it means that they have overcome those symptoms that is preventing them from living a fulfilled life. Our aim is not cure because we know it's a lifelong disorder, but then for us to help them overcome those symptoms, those challenges that make them be difficult to live an independent and successful life, that is our goal. So go ahead and get your child some interventions. Okay, so those are the seven myths we will be talking about today. So in summary, here are the truths. Autistic children are not violent. Number two, nonverbal autistic children are intelligent. Autistic children have emotions. No two autistic children are the same. Autism is not caused by vaccine or by the parent or lack of parenting skills. Everyone with ASD is not a genius. And finally, there are dramatic improvements in children with autism, especially when you start early to give them intervention. So I hope this helps you in your relationship with your autistic child. Please comment in the section, in the comment section, ask your questions. We are here to help you answer any questions you might have about your autistic child or any autistic children you know.